Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the sign of Pisces. It is not going to resonate with it for every single one of you out there. This is also not Sun, Moon, or Venus sign specific. Any Pisces placement that you may resonate with, some of the messages may also resonate with you. At the end of the reading, I will pull you some oracles, give you a bit more guidance for the week. I do only take jumpers, Pisces, so I appreciate the patience. Time is elusive. We are all on different timelines. For some of you, this is old news. For some, this is current. And for others, this could definitely be more future focused. All right, let's see what we've got here. First card out, strongest energy. We have the Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Swords, lots of swords. Definitely could be dealing with an air sign or have air heavily in your chart. The Emperor, Aries energy. The Empress, Libra, and Taurus energy, and the Ace of Wands. So this could definitely be two different people, two different energies, but I do see a great shift here, a really nice shift into a very into a lighter sort of energy. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. Yeah, so we're going from overthinking, negative self-talk, negative self-doubt. Some of you, there could be a particular situation, relationship, connection, whatever it is. Something that is ending, something that you're choosing to walk away from, that is really going to create space for a higher vibration, for you to be able to dwell in a higher vibration, not being so sad, not always overthinking. That Page of Swords being your first card out, the strongest energy suggests there is new energy here. It's time for something new. It's time to let go of whatever we've been trying to be productive at that is not working. It's time to move forward. It's time to invest into new things. Some of you literally could be work with the Emperor here. Maybe it's a job that's sort of run its course. You're no longer passionate. You're no longer creatively inclined. You're no longer receiving what you're putting in. The Emperor is very much a take action card too. So whether you have Aries in your chart or not, this is saying it's all about you. This is a decision that needs to be made solely for you. What's going to be beneficial for you? This could also be a situation that you have not left because you felt obligated, or you felt, guilty, maybe for leaving someone behind or a situation behind, or because you are so emotionally attached to something. But this is you realizing, hey, if I want more, I gotta let this go. I gotta do this for me. The only reason I'm still staying here is because I feel obligated. I'll feel guilty to know that I left this person, place, or thing behind. But the Emperor is saying it's time to think of self. And there is something new in store for you. Once you start to focus on yourself, it's almost like a new path that's calling you here. Some of you could be even some sort of education, or going back to school, or upgrading, or even learning a new trade or skill. The Empress is definitely an energy of it's time for something new. I think you know it intuitively that there's something that wants to be birthed here, whether it's a physical human being, a project, a creative idea. Heavy emphasis on creativity and excitement and passion and all that with the Ace of Wands too, but more energy of new horizons, man. Quite literally, the Ten of Swords is her saying, realizing more so that it's time to go. Expiration date is up. And she or he is looking at directly at the Ace of Wands. So whatever sort of reality that you are tied to now, it's a very boring, it's a very it's a very lackadaisical sort of reality. The same thing day in, day out. Very predictable sort of vibration that you are in. There's no excitement. There's nothing to sort of get you out of the bed in the morning. In whatever aspect, because some this is a relationship, for some this is just life in general, for some this is their work and career. And I do see there's something inside of you that's sort of itching to come out, but it's sort of waiting for you to stand up for it and waiting for you to fight for it, or at least the opportunity for it to have, see the light of day. That Six of Swords, there's a heavy emphasis on spirit, also sort of nudging you here. The crows do represent a sense of spirit to me. That is, could be animal spirit for some of you, but it does represent spirit and messages and sort of that little voice in our head that's saying, do this, do this, do this. And maybe after a long period of sort of being able to ignore it, I don't think it can be ignored any longer. There's a new path, a new sort of reality that is calling to you. What's at the bottom here? Three of Wands, yeah. This is also a sense of waiting. All the things you sort of desire for yourself, because the Three of Wands is a sense of, bringing desires into manifestation, bringing an idea into physical reality, going from the Ace to the Three. The Ace is the idea, the spark. The Three is it showing up into our physical reality. But I think you're realizing it can't happen until you let go of whatever this thing is. Something that has definitely run its course. The Devil card, yeah. Some of you feel entitled, not entitled, obligated. That Devil card, Capricorn energy. We are currently in Capricorn season. That could also be time energy for you by the end of Capricorn season. Could be significant. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn. But there's definitely some sort of control that whatever this situation is you need to leave behind has over you, or that you have allowed it to have. Because we see all sorts here. It's the perception that something has control over you. It's the perception that you are obligated. It's the perception that, it's your duty to sort of stay with this thing. But it's actually low-key killing you slowly. Could even be a relationship, definitely. But that Devil card is a sense of obligation, a sense of I cannot release this. I am tied to this. And the King of Wands, more creative, sort of take action, go-getter energy. And the King of Swords. All these crows and owls here, that's that spirit that has been sort of whispering to you slowly. This is you now fully embracing it, saying, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to face the music. I'm ready to be realistic. Facts over feelings. That's very much the King of Swords, It's about me. And this is not, whatever it is you're choosing to leave behind, this is not something you just did for 6 months. This is something you have had in your life consistently, or have been consistently giving time and energy to. Some of you even 10 years. Because it started from the Page to the 6 to the 10. So this is something that you have you've already done your best. You've kind of already know what, there's no more room for growth wherever you're at. Hence, with this Empress energy, this is all about growth and expansion and becoming better. All right, if this is romantic for you, Pisces, what is the guidance? Lots of fire energy. I think that is more so the vibration that you are leaning towards, but there's something that's definitely blocking you. Something that you feel obligated to, someone you feel obligated to, a town, a residence, a community, a job, an industry. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. Yeah, whatever you're doing now is not fun. It's a chore. With that Devil energy, it's a chore. It's something you feel as though you have to do. It's not something you necessarily want to do. This is saying enough is enough. There's something that you want to do. There's another way that you see your life being lived. And it's time to sort of go after that. And anything that sort of doesn't allow you to is what you might call it, a hindrance, an attachment. Someone could also be trying to keep you attached. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic connection here. I don't even think that's romantic. I do think this is more so the new path that is becoming very loud. It's becoming hard to ignore. It's becoming hard to sort of overlook. It's like you want to do it, you feel it, but you got to get rid of this. Take time to breathe out, space. It's time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. I think more so it's for self. Time to give the self. You've done enough for the ungrateful. Not saying that whoever you're dealing with is ungrateful, but it's basically creating a cap on your excitement, on your happiness, on your joy. It's capping your joy. You need something where there's no ceiling. Set healthy boundaries. Armadillo spirit, which is another 3. You now have 2 3s, which is all about mastery. Mastery of self. This is definitely an opportunity or this has been, I think, this whole process has been an opportunity or space and time for you to really get to know yourself and what it is you want, what it is you desire. And now comes the time for you to execute and to stand on business. Whatever you're doing now is holding you back. It's acting as an anchor. It's the ball to your chain. Guidance, please, for Pisces. And you know that. You know it. You can't have this thing and the new timeline at the same time. You got to choose one. And this is saying you got to do what's best for you with that Emperor energy. It's time to prioritize self. Not everybody's meant to travel the roads, or, they can't all go with you, even if it's a job. Maybe you've been at a particular company for a very long time. And it's like you've made a family and all that kind of stuff, but you're miserable. Mercury retrograde, electronic issues, communication issues, a review, everything. I think we actually have some sort of active retrograde right now, but it's time to review what needs to go, what needs to stay. Narcissist. Someone is full of themselves. That is that devil energy. Someone is deliberately keeping you where you're at so that you can be in service to them and their desires and creating what they want and their needs. So this is saying you need to see something for what it is. That's that King of Swords energy. You need to see somebody or a situation realistically, because it's deliberate. Tell the negative assholes in your head to sit in a corner for a lifelong time out. All about the thought pattern. So heavy emphasis on perception. You're perceiving something to have more control over you than it really does. Yeah. Guidance, please, for Pisces. Or you're giving something way too much control over you. That's also what the Emperor is about, taking back control, doing what you need to do for you. You've already given the situation enough time to show you that it's beneficial for you, and it hasn't done that. So that's where the boundaries come in. Also, there's a lot of intuitive energy here, especially with the depiction of the Ace of Wands. You see that third eye being lit up. Stop looking at things through the 3D lens. Your intuition is telling you. Recovery, take action, and unlikely. So for those of you, unlikely, no. So some of you have been waiting for this situation to sort of, turn around, and I don't think that's likely. And I think you're going to come to the point where you're realizing that this is as good as it gets in this particular energy. It doesn't get better than this. So unless this is enough, then by all means keep it. But if it's having you come up short emotionally and energetically, then there's more out there for you. And I think intuitively you know that. Time to take action. It's time to recover. All right, that is your reading, Pisces. Hopefully it resonates. Thumbs me up. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. See you guys next week.